Now, just to clarify a point, for those of you watching my videos regularly, I don't usually hang around with just my dressing gown on, but it's quite cold at the moment. We're going into autumn, so and this house has no central heating, so often it's the warmest way to be. Now, UFC 88 predictions. I think I'll make a prediction on all of these because there's none that I'm really not that interested in. First one, Rowan Carneiro and Rio Conin. The first is 12-7. Second is 14-8. The interesting thing I found out about this is that Conan has already beaten Carneiro by TKO in 2005. Another interesting thing about here is that he beat Carlos Newton in 2004. However, he's lost to caliber people like Dan Henderson, for example. And Carneiro himself, well, he has wins over Clemente and Matt Howich, so he can't be that bad. Of course, his loss is to John Fitch. It's going to be a tough one to call, this, I think. And you know, ran over some papers on the floor there. I'm going to go and say that Carneiro will win this one and avenge his loss. But I think it's going to go all the way to decision. His wins, I might add, with Clemente and Howich are by decision, so it's not as random as it sounds, that. Jason MacDonald and Jason Lambert. Lambert, 23-8, really needs to win this match because he's lost 2 in a row and this could be his third. Jason MacDonald, 2010, mainly submissions, which is quite good because Lambert is mainly a striker, so it's striker versus submission fighter this. And he's lost to the likes of Patrick Cote and Caleb Starnes. We all remember Caleb Starnes. Therefore, Jason MacDonald, I think Lambert stands a good chance here. I'm going to go with him because I would like him to win because I don't really want him to be in a position where he's lost 3 in a row. I'm going to say that he'll get a TKO round 2. Okay, Dong Hyun Kim and Matt Brown. Matt Brown, I believe, being the Matt Brown who was in Tough, not the other Matt Brown who is facing Uriah Faber soon. I think they're both called the same thing. Difficult to tell. If I'm right, this guy is a Team George Gurgle person. The other one, 10, 0 and 1, is mainly TKOs. I don't know about this one. I'm going to put a question mark on this because I don't know the people. I'm not even sure I've got the right people here in my research for that. Tim Boach and Michael Pat. It is Michael's first one here. This is his debut. 12-2. He's mainly a submission artist, but he has no names. Tim Boach, 7-2, mainly TKO, so it's striker versus submission artist again. I'm going with Tim Boach on this because I have promised Murillo, somebody or other, on MySpace, can't remember what his name is now. How embarrassing. I've promised him that I shall support his friend, so I'm going to go for TKO in the first, I think. Thiago Tavares and Kurt Pellegrino. Thiago, 13-2, mainly submissions. He's lost to Tyson Griffin, well, hasn't everybody, including Uriah Faber, and Matt Wiman. Kurt Pellegrino, 11-4, and his submissions. He hasn't had such a good run in the UFC. And he is friends with one of our moderators, forum moderators, Psycho Jojo. I'm going for him. I always go for him when he fights. both as submissions. So I'm going to hope that can actually shine in this match and produce a submission. I'll go for an RNC. Why not? In the second round. Martin Campman, 13-1, is on a 9-win streak, and he's not lost since 2004. But he's facing Nathan Marquardt, 26-8-2, with 15 submissions. Can't help thinking that this is not supposed to be a win for Campman, this one. I'm going to go for Nathan. I'm going to go for another submission there. I think I shall go for I shall go for some sort of armbar. Don't know why. Yeah, went off Nathan Marquardt a little after I saw him fight in London. Okay, Rousimar Palhares, 8-1, a submissions guy with a 6-fight win streak, versus Dan Henderson, 22-7. The thing is that Palhares is one really good area is submission, and Dan Henderson is not very good when it comes down to defending submissions from other people. Having said that, Palhares has yet to face very many people of high calibre, and Dan Henderson has just faced the majority of them. I am going to go for Dan Henderson on this, despite his thing. I just see this. I see this going all the way to decision, because I think that Rousimar might actually put up a good fight here, might come close on several areas, and I'm not sure that Dan Henderson is going to be able to catch him. I think he won't get hurt himself, but I think it could go to decision, that one. That one might be a fight to look out for. Karo Parisian and Yoshiyuki Yoshida. We shall soon see whether 18-5 is good or not, and whether we really should know who he is. Yoshida, I couldn't find any calibers on his record, but then I didn't really know many of the people that he'd fought, so I'm going to put a question mark on that one. Okay, Matt Hamill and Rich Franklin. The good thing about this is it's a win-win situation for me, because I would like to see Rich Franklin finish. I'd like to see him win in the second round with a TKO. Would be nice. And Matt Hamill, I can trust, really, that if he loses, no matter how terrible and how much he's robbed and how bad the character of the person he loses to, I know that he has the strength of character to survive and to grow from that. So I'm going to go for Rich Franklin with a TKO in the second round. Franklin, I think, can really do with a lift at this point in his life and this point in his career. Okay, the main event for me is not a particular excitement. It's Chuck Liddell and Rashid Evans. I don't like Evans, and Chuck Liddell, well, yes, I think he's fine. I just don't find him very charismatic. So I'm going for Liddell there. Again, some sort of TKO in the first, I think. Why not? Evans, I couldn't support. I just find him. I don't think he's got a particularly good character. So there we are.